Have you ever noticed how your body does strange things when you least expect it? A sudden goosebump that appears out of nowhere, an itch that moves around like it has a life of its own, a sneeze that builds, grows, and then simply gives up. It sounds like a joke, but it isn't. Our body is a machine full of funny glitches, involuntary reactions, and little mysteries happening while we pretend we're in control. But are we really? What you're about to see in this video will trigger memories, make you relate instantly, and maybe even scare you a little, in a good way. And I challenge you, watch until the end and see which one of these moments you recognize in yourself first. I bet it will be the most unexpected one. Oh, and before we begin, subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you curiosities no one talks about, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Number 1. Oh, the treacherous goosebump. You know that sudden goosebump that shows up without permission? It's not cold, it's not fear. It's just your body activating some ancient survival mechanism you ignore while pretending everything is normal. This happens because your nervous system randomly remembers that you're still basically an animal, one that behaves as if an invisible predator might be lurking behind you. The scene is classic. You're standing there, someone's talking about nothing important, and boom, your skin becomes a tiny golf course. The climax hits when you realize there's no logic, no trigger, no tidy explanation. It's just your body playing what if. In the end, a thought lingers. If goosebumps appear out of nowhere like this, imagine what else your body is doing behind your back. Number 9. The phantom itch that appears in the most inconvenient spot. You scratch it, it vanishes, then reappears somewhere else like it's mocking you. This phantom itch is just a little neural misfire that your brain interprets as a dermatological emergency. And there you are, convinced you're under attack by an invisible mosquito with military-level strategy. The weirdest part is how often it strikes when you're quiet, focused, or trying to look like a respectable human in public. The climax happens when you try to scratch discreetly, only for the itch to relocate without warning, a full-time bodily rebellion. In the end, you accept that maybe your body is just bored and decided to play hide-and-seek with your nerves. Number 8. The swallowed sneeze. You know that trap sneeze that never wins the fight? You feel the impulse rising, your eyes closing, your soul escaping through your nostrils. And suddenly, the sneeze refuses to be born. This happens because your body is gearing up to expel something, but your brain cancels the launch at the last second, like a defective rocket. The funniest and most tragic moment is when you're left with that contorted pre-sneeze face no human should ever make in public. After that, there's this weird internal pressure, as if you've just violated a biological law. And you move on, pretending you didn't almost implode from the inside. Number 7. The invisible fall, that nightly mini heart attack where you fall in your sleep. Your body jerks. You wake up convinced you tripped over some metaphysical pothole and nearly lost your soul on the way down. It's the classic hypnic jerk, a miscommunication between your brain and muscles, as if your body is doing maintenance while you're unconscious. The climax is the jolt itself, a sudden leap that would make a ninja question their coordination. Then you stare at the ceiling, trying to understand why you plummeted off a cliff that doesn't exist. In the end, your mind pretends everything is fine while your body continues performing involuntary acrobatics like it's training for some astral circus. Number 6. The ring. No one else hears that mysterious ringing that appears out of nowhere, a long, persistent pie, as if you'd been chosen to receive secret transmissions from another dimension. It's caused by tiny auditory cells having a brief meltdown, creating a private concert only you can hear. It's like your ear decided to play experimental noise music without consulting you. The climax hits when you freeze, trying to understand if you're losing your mind while pretending it's all normal. A few seconds later, the sound fades like nothing happened, leaving you wondering if your ear has more personality than you do. Number 5. The reality glitch, that sudden déjà vu sensation that convinces you the universe is bugged. You enter a room, hear some random phrase, and, like a cosmic punch, feel like everything already happened before. Science says it's a memory processing glitch, but it's way more fun to imagine you just crossed into a parallel timeline. The climax comes when you try to remember where you've seen this, only to realize you haven't seen anything. Your brain simply clicked the wrong button. Afterward, you're left with this strangely poetic feeling, like you brushed up against the invisible edge of reality. Number 4. The treacherous eye twitch when your eyelid decides to become a tiny drum machine. The infamous eye twitch comes out of nowhere, lasts for seconds, but feels like a private rave. It's triggered by fatigue, stress, or pure biological mischief. You try to ignore it, trying not to look like you're winking at people unintentionally. The climax is that final twitch, stronger, dramatic, like a grand finale, then it stops as abruptly as it began. In the end, you're left wondering, if such a tiny piece of your body can act independently like this, what is the rest of your organism plotting? Number 3. The jump scare from nothing when you get startled by something that didn't happen. A noise you imagined, a movement that wasn't real, a shadow that maybe wasn't even a shadow. Your body slams the survival mode button with the enthusiasm of a fire alarm, preparing you to fight against nothing at all. The climax is the embarrassing little jump, that micro panic you always pray no one saw. Then your brain tries to explain, it was just precaution, while your heart beats like you escaped an invisible tiger. In the end, it's clear your body reacts faster than you think, and sometimes without thinking at all. Number 2. The pressure from nowhere, that sudden pressure in your chest, stomach, or throat that lasts a few seconds and vanishes without explanation. Your body creates these micro-alerts like internal fire drills, just to remind you you're alive and easily startled. The intense moment is when you hold your breath, trying to figure out what's happening while your mind invents 1,000 theories. Seconds later, it's gone and everything returns to normal. You're left with the impression that your body enjoys playing emergency simulator just to keep things interesting. Number 1. The body that moves on its own, the strangest of all. When you're still and your body gives a tiny jolt, as if a second version of you briefly took control. It can be a finger, a leg, a shoulder, a random muscle, a movement that appears without warning. The climax is the self-inflicted jump scare, your own body surprising you like it's testing your patience. Then you breathe, pretend it's normal, and keep going, knowing deep down that you're not exactly the sole ruler of this biological machine you're living in.